Selby here with Allison Baker, third-year kinesiology student at Guelph Humber. Today we're going to be going over shoulder raises, both to the front and to the side. Now, a lot of the time when you see people at the gym doing shoulder raises, they're breaking 90 degrees as they bring the weight up. I would very much encourage you to not do that. And the reason for that is that as you break 90 degrees, the shoulder blade has to elevate upwards, which can really increase the compressive force in the shoulder complex itself. So anybody who's had a shoulder issue should not be breaking 90 degrees. So Allison, I'm going to get you to start with alternating front shoulder raise, please. So she's going to stop and hold that weight for at least a 1/1000 count, and then nice and controlled on the way down. Now you can see she was really careful about maintaining that 90 degrees. Go ahead with the other side. Now, when you're doing a standing exercise, you can just go at your own pace, you want to make sure that your knees have a little bit of a bend to them, just a micro bend. Don't stand on a locked out joint, and your weight's going to be through the ball of the foot, not through the heel. Now, when you do this exercise, you really want to make sure those shoulder blades stay pinched. So if you come around to the back here, we can see Allison's shoulder blades. You want to really feel that retraction, that squeezing together is occurring throughout the duration of this exercise. So this is a really good front raise. Now don't break 90 though, you want to really make sure you stick at or below 90 so there's no elevation of the shoulder blades up. Now Allison, I'm going to get you to perform a side shoulder raise. Now, movement to the side of the body is called AB or abduction. Go ahead, Allison. So when you raise the arm to the shoulder, or arm out from the shoulder at the side of the body, you're creating that angle at the armpit of no more than 90 degrees. But what's happening is Allison's fighting the contour of her shoulder blade, in that the shoulder blade is curved to fit the contour of the ribs. So come on down. So she's going to raise next time into the plane called Scaption, or the scapular plane. So instead of being straight out from the body into abduction, she's going to move forward about 30 degrees. So if she followed that angle of her shoulder blade out, that's the scapular plane. So it's much, much better for your shoulder, again, if you've had a shoulder problem, to do a shoulder raise into scaption instead of abduction. So go ahead, please, Allison. So you can see that she's followed that curve of her shoulder blade. She's followed that vector out. Now nice and controlled on the way down, really maintaining that pinch in between the shoulders. And try that on the other side as well for me, please, Allison. So again, you can see in that side mirror, she's followed that curve out, she's into scaption. Now she doesn't want to get too forward though, because now she's more in that frontal plane doing a front raise. She wants to get right into scaption. Okay, and drop down. Now, when you alternate arms, your core doesn't have to work quite as much. Go ahead and try them with both, please, Allison. As soon as she engages both arms at the same time, the core has to significantly increase its firing pattern. So the more she braces her stomach, and then nice and controlled on the way down, she's going to get way more core activation out of this, and she'll be getting additional muscle groups involved in this exercise. So key points to a shoulder raise. Only lift as much as you can with good form. No accessory movements. If there's any body sway whatsoever to help get the weight up, the weight is too heavy, you're not performing it with good form, you're going to be setting yourself up for risk of injury. At or just below 90 degrees is maximum. Don't be breaking 90 degrees. Puts way too much force through the shoulder. If you do have questions, leave a comment below and we will get back in touch with you.